All right, today we are learning the numbers or reviewing the numbers, days of the week, month of the year, and knowing how to ask the time. What time is it now? All right, so now we're going to review the numbers. Okay, you know most of them, but you gotta practice to repeat the names and the numbers in letters and correct your accent if possible. We will get to the one in red because there's a difference between 13 and 30. 30 is very short sound, it means 30. 13, teen, it's a long E. 14, 15, all right? It's made long so that you understand the difference between this and that, all right? So you got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, now we're getting to the in sound, the long sound. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, so this is the 10th. So 10, 20. So see the difference? 20. Short at the end, 20. This is very much shorter than what you have on the other side with teen, like 13, 30. Okay, now we are with 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So H, 100, 1,000, 1 million. All right, so if you want to say 21, you have to say 20, and then you have to add the number 1, 22, 23, etc. Same for 30, 40, 50, the same. If you want to say 3, 4, you say 34. Okay, so very simple. It's important you know your numbers and how to say them, so in the next lessons we'll use them to go to the restaurant, to buy groceries, to ask for a phone number, etc. So all the common stuff we do in life, we use numbers. And when you are in a restaurant, they give you prices, and maybe at the end you ask for the check, and if you can pay with credit card, with cash, etc. All right? Numbers. Okay, so this is like big numbers. Numbers that you use for the year. So when it's the year, you say 2021. Okay. Here, I'm going to jump to this one. If you say 1962, this is the date of birth, 1962, the year, okay? But if you're saying this number, you say 1962. So that's more complicated. Well, so Americans usually say 1962, okay? 2021, okay? So instead of saying 2021, they can say 2021. Next year we will be 2022, all right? So there is two ways of saying those numbers. When you have numbers, as you see, there's a comma here for the thousand, okay? So here, when you see a number like that, it says 23, so 20, 23, 23,000, okay? This is 45,000, okay? So we already talked about this one. This is the year. So when you say the year, you say 1962. 19, so it's a long year. 1962, all right? 628. 628, okay? Here, you've got a comma, and you have got to say 205,000. Oh, sorry, 235,000. Sorry. Here, you got to give this number here. It's 500,000. 200,000. 50,000. All right. So the numbers in Vietnamese money are huge. It's big numbers. In the U.S. or in England or in Europe, we have money where the value is like big but with small numbers. So you've got, for example, $2.60. So you can write it with 2.60 and you put a dollar before. That's the way to put the price, okay? So you can say, for example, it's 260. 260 meaning $2.60, for example, okay? If you want to see it completely, it's $2.60. All right? So here's the big number. It's 2,116,000 Vietnam. Okay? All right, so now we have the days of the week, all right? And we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Wednesday, the D here is mute. You don't say the D. Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So when you say Saturday, you listen to sa. It's a strong sound. Sa, Saturday, today, today. So the T-U-R, today. The R doesn't sound. It's mute. The sa is stronger. Sa, Saturday, Saturday. So here it's today, today, today. Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. All right? Then you got the month. Okay? January, February. So the one in red are the one that you had a little difficulty to talk about. March, March. Okay? It's almost like there's a T between the R and the C. March. Okay? Here, don't forget, think about the letter over here. It's A, that's the number of the name of the letter, A. So it's April. April. Okay? April. This is May. May. So this one you got it right. June. June. July. July. Okay. August. August. September. October. November. December. All right, so what time is it now? So we have the morning, okay, the morning. We have, so the morning would be from very early in the morning until we get to 12, 2, okay? So after that we got afternoon, which is right after 2. In the afternoon we have 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. and so on. Okay, noon, midday is at 12, midday, lunchtime. Okay, noon or midday. Then we have the evening. The evening is when the day is starting to, the sun is coming down. So it's still light, but it's not so strong. So depending if it's the winter, maybe it's going to be the evening around 5 or 6 o'clock. It's the evening. But in the summer, if it's shining, the sun is shining very hard until 9 o'clock. You can start to say good evening at 9 or 10 p.m. if the light is really, really going down. And you say night when it's night, all right? So good night, usually you say good night when it's 10 o'clock at night and until it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when people are going out to the discotheque or something like this, all right? So when you're saying the time, you say it's 2 o'clock. O'clock meaning that it's exactly 2 o'clock. Here we have an example. It's 4 o'clock. So you can say 4 a.m. or you can say it's 4 o'clock. So you remember, you say when you say the time, you say it's. You remember the S sound that finishes. So you go to say it's 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock, all right? So when you are getting minutes between 0 minutes and 30 minutes, here you go to say it's, for example, 10 past 2. So it's 10 o'clock past 10 minutes, 10 minutes past 2 o'clock. So you have to say the time by giving first the minutes, then you got to say past if it's right here in the minutes, and if it's right here in the minutes, you have to say 2. So if it's, for example, 9:25 a.m., you have to say it is, or it's 25 past 9. Okay, 25 past 9. But you can also say it's 9:25 a.m. That's 2 ways of saying it, all right? All right, so now we have got something special. When you're getting to a quarter, it can be 15 and 15 minutes, okay? You can say 10:15 a.m. or you can say it's a quarter, meaning a quarter of an hour. It's a quarter past 10. A quarter past 10, all right? When it's the time with 30 minutes, like here, you say it's 11:30 a.m. But you can also say it's 11 and a half. It's 11 and a half. A half meaning a half an hour. Okay, all right? So if you are saying it's 5 to 2, for example, like here, it's 1:55 p.m. or it's 1:55 p.m. Okay, 1:55 p.m. But usually people say it is 5 to 2 p.m. See, it's not 2 o'clock, but there is 5 minutes until we get to, just like in Vietnamese. You say Kim in Vietnamese and then the minutes, all right? So it's exactly the same. The only thing is we say the minutes before, we say 5 to 2. Okay? Here, when you have something that is in this, over here, like this, you have to use 2. So you have to say here, sorry, it is almost 11 o'clock. There's a quarter of an hour before it's 11. So you say it's 10:45 p.m. That's when 10:45 p.m. But you usually say it's a quarter to 11. To 11. Okay, because it's not 11 yet. This is 0 p.m. It's midnight, all right? If it's 12 a.m., it's noon, okay? All right. Let's tell the time in English. All right, I'm going to give you some time so you can try to tell the time both ways, all right? So what time is it? And you give the response. Okay, so this is the answer. It's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, because it's exactly 5. And you can also say it's 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. Okay, the solution. So you say it's 20 past 9. 20 past 9. So you start with a minute, you say past, between 0 and 30, you say past. So it's 20 past 9. Or you can say it's 9:20 p.m. All right? All right, solution. It's 4:30. 4:30. Okay? Or you can say it's 4:30 p.m. Next one. All right. Think about the 2 ways of saying that. Okay, this is the solution. So it's 20 minutes before we get to 4 o'clock. Okay, so you say it's 20 to 4. It's 20 to 4. Okay? But you can also say it is 3:40 p.m. 3:40 p.m. All right? Okay. All right, let's get the solution. It's 7:45. So it's not yet 8. You need to have a quarter of an hour, 15 minutes before we get to 8 o'clock. So you say it's 7:45. Or 7:45 p.m. Okay, there's 2 ways of saying it. All right. So now you should know this one. All right, the solution. It's 10 to 12. So we have 10 minutes before it's 12 o'clock. So you say it's 10 to 12. It's 10 to 12. But you can also say it's 11:50 p.m. Not so difficult, right? Okay, let's do this one. Okay. It's 27 past 2. It's 27 past 2, all right? But you can also say it's 2:27 p.m. 2:27 p.m. All right, an easy one. Okay, solution. It's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, because it's exactly 6. It's 6 o'clock. Or you can say it's 6 p.m. 6 p.m. All right, this one is difficult. Okay, so you got to do a little math. You got to count. So, all right, the solution. All right, so before it's 9, okay, you need to have 13 minutes. All right, so you got to say it's 13 to 9. It's almost 9, but we are missing 13 minutes. So you say it's 13 to 9. Or you can say it's 8:47 p.m. All right. So how do you say this one? Easy, right? It's midnight. All right. It's midnight. If it would be p.m., you would say it's noon. All right. Okay, that's end of lesson 2.